It's that time of year again to bring the HBCU energy. Target has you covered from a range of Black-owned or founded products alongside impactful opportunities to support and invest in the next generation of HBCU excellence. Whether it's homecoming or brunch with the girls, add an exclamation point to the menu with Ghetto Gastro's waffle mix and syrup and Slutty Vegan's tasty dips. Even better, make it a party with fun games like Lyrically Correct and Culture Karaoke. Discover more ways to tap in with Black-owned or founded products for your next social gathering. And oh, by the way, did you know Target is bringing back the HBCU Design Challenge? A creative competition pairing HBCU students with Target mentors. Keep an eye out for Target Scholars as well, a scholastic program offering financial assistance and internship opportunities for HBCU students.
Hey, so I heard from a little birdie that Illuminating Intersectionality is coming back.
Oh, yes. It's me. So Illuminating Intersectionality Season 2 is coming back. We just got out the studio, actually. It is hosted by a friend, Franiqua of Hey Friend Hey in the Friend Zone podcast. It is hosted by Dr. Takia, who hosts Getting Grown alongside myself, Chef Jade. And we each essentially host an episode, and the foundation of this conversation is HBCUs. So we come through the lens of intersectionality, and we talk about, Kia talks about unsung women in the HBCU spaces. Fran talks about the foreign-born experience and how that ties into the HBCU experience because, you know, the diaspora. And then, you know, I came through with food and culture and got a lot of really good vantage points. So it drops homecoming week, and I'm very excited for you all to hear all 3 episodes. Everybody produced their own episode, wrote their own episode, did their own good research, and it's like really good information across the board.
Well, I can't wait to check it out. So make sure you all lock in with Target this homecoming season and beyond at target.com/blackbeyondmeasure.
So many things are changing. I'm in a world that's breaking my heart. No longer feel the same things. So if I fall, just save me from myself. Didn't I? Honestly, honesty is the rarest thing alive. I just need your belief, then I'll be fine.
How do you run before learning to walk? How to have faith before taking the fall? Without the night, the sun couldn't show it. Her light, her light, her light, her light. Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh ha, oh ha, oh ha, oh ha. Wahaha! 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 Wahaha!
Wahaha!
Wahaha! Wahaha! Wahaha! Wahaha! Wahaha! Wahaha! Woha, woha, woha. Woha, 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 woha.
Hit it.
Woha, 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 woha.
Maybe. That's my Chloe and Halle fall sound. Oh, that's why the sirens started going off.
There ain't no competition when you trust intuition. You win.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD.
Get out the studio.
I'm XD, aka these motherfuckers can't stop me, or ain't stopping me. Damn it! Anyway, I'm too hyped. I'm too hyped. December 1st can't come close enough.
Yeah, you was
can't
ready. You was in
enough.
before the beat, coming in like the baby.
Mm-hmm. I was stoked the shocker on that ass.
It was, or the Hotep version, Talib Kweli. I'm Jade, aka Big Chucky. Spooky season. I would love to be Big Chucky.
I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it. You guys should do a family costume.
No, we won't. My husband is Caribbean.
Okay, a Juve costume. I don't know.
I fucking hate you. Come on, everybody, let's do the color run. That's what we're gonna start. We're just gonna be ourselves. Like, what are y'all? Color run.
Yeah, color run. Work.
We're the brown rainbow.
Yeah.
We know Noah has two costumes. She has Wednesday Addams, obviously. And she's got okay, hold on. From what's them people called? Monster High, maybe. And there's some sort of Wolverine lady. Hold on. Oh.
We were talking about this the other day, and we were talking about like the greatest Disney movie of all time, like story-wise, like from like arc to arc. And we realized that Toy Story is the perfect Disney movie. Like the Disney Toy Story 1, 2, 3. I don't know what 4 is. That's some outlaw mud show shit. I have no idea what that's going on there. But the Toy Story's like simplest essence of a story is a child growing up. And it's something that we all do. And, you know, the journey of a favorite toy. And it's not something we think about. And especially when Barbie just happened and it talks about like how people like put all their hopes and dreams in their childhood into like this idea of like a toy, this iconic figure that, you know, can change somebody's life and really has, and you would never think it's just a little plastic. And I thought it was so interesting that we're here talking about this right now because a piece of nostalgia is back in a way you wouldn't think. You all should go check your email or your mailboxes because Amazon released a catalog, a toy catalog. And when I tell you, it's not
on the main stage.
This came in the mail. The little boy in me got soups excited. Like I was like, this isn't the JCPenney or the Sears, but it's fabulous. And you can go on Amazon.com/HTL. And this is not an ad, by the way. It's just something that came to me. And I thought it was cute because it comes with, if you're on Patreon, you can see this. They have stickers and stuff, so it's interactive, and you learn. And of course, they have all these toys that you can
send this to me, Amazon.
So it's just like a book for kids. And
how do you get it?
I have no idea. It was legit in my mailbox.
They have it digitally. That sucks. Yeah. I want to make my holiday gift list.
Yeah. And it's so interesting how far we've come because you can scan with your phone to shop these gifts. So essentially you open the Amazon app and you scan it with your phone with a little thing that they have on each page, and it'll take you to each toy, and you put it in your
Why is there nowhere that tells you how to get this?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It is. I'm just saying it's cute because they have what's her name? Ariel, the little Hallie girl.
They said my inner child is dead and I don't deserve.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, your inner child doesn't matter.
No, she's from the 70s where everybody had to fend for themselves and they got kidnapped. Like, I'm not being nasty. Like, that really is what it was.
No,
Go look at everything from the 70s. Everybody was kidnapped.
Yeah, latchkey. But yeah, I just thought that was cute. Remembering your childhood.
Yeah, that's cute.
How was your week?
You, boo.
It's fine. Be salty.
I am. Nigga, pretzel, okay? Dry and salty, nigga. Like, annoyed. How do I obtain this? There's nothing in the back of this. No fine print in your book. You're a hate ass nigga.
No,
hey, you're
the only thing they have is the shop. How am I gatekeeping? It says to current resident.
You won't tell me how to get it. I am Big Chucky. I'm about to wreak havoc because I want one.
Well, I mean, I didn't request it. It just happened to be in my inbox. The current resident. Maybe. I feel like they should send it to everybody who has Prime. I feel like everybody has Amazon Prime.
I do. You realize? We realize. So Dustin gave me another name this week. I've said something to him. I don't remember what. He goes, "Oh, I see Mercury is in retrograde." I think I know what I said to him, and I'm just gonna leave it.
Oh no. Anyway, how was the rest of your week?
And sometimes,
Yeah. How was the rest of your week?
Fine. My child was sick, so I've been playing mother. I've been babysitting my own kid while she's been home from school. Raggedy ass niggas. I can't even believe that, actually. Like, I can't even fathom. But
those are the same niggas that be arguing with teachers if they can get their kids DoorDash to school.
Boy math. So, been taking care of her. And I have some remedies for you all that's coming up on, wrong show. But anyway,
same team, wrong show.
Same team, wrong show. Because XD is everywhere.
Yeah. Just on camera everywhere. That's all.
But yes, it's been a good week. It's just been busy and getting things done. And as you all can hear, Illuminating Intersectionality is getting ready to drop. So it's been a lot of work around that. And, just trying to hold down the fort. And Tupac's alleged killer, even though
we need to talk about that.
Yeah, because it's been this has been looming for years, just so you all know, like this scenario of people, this is not new, but this nigga just so anyway, that's been my week.
Okay.
How's your week been?
It's been okay. Like I was telling you off camera, I'm in my gratitude era. So I'm consciously thinking, thanking the universe for things that I currently have or will have and what I don't have, because what I don't have is what I don't need.
Amen.
And especially because I see people getting opportunities and things, and I'd be like, well, why the fuck didn't that happen to me? But I realize it's not for you, XD girl.
Yeah.
Like, you just, what's meant for you is meant for you, and be thankful for what the fuck you have, because if you probably had that, it probably would have pissed you off. So, that's why I automatically go to nah, if you didn't get chose for this, it probably was going to piss you off. And I was like, you know what? That's right. And I don't like to be pissed off, because pissed off me is a horrible me. So
Taurus is pissed off is always like, whoop, let me go find shelter.
Yeah. So, you know, but just having a general sense of thanks.
Good.
And I was telling you earlier too about being luxury, right? Like a lot of people hyper focus luxury on like the material things that they can purchase or whatever. And I realized that luxury to me is legit sleeping until 11 o'clock because I don't have that obligation anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To go to a regular 9 to 5.
I'm in my silver lining
to
era.
be thankful about. You know, all my life I prayed for nights like this. No Meek Mill, because I can read.
Well, you know, since my child has been homesick, I was like, what's the gold lining in that? The gold lining is that I did not have to wake up at 6 a.m. to make breakfast and lunch. Thorns and roses. My roses are, I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. to get her ready. The thorns, outside of the fact that she's sick, obviously, is that I do have to tend to her all day, but I don't have to do it from 6 a.m. So, you know.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, my child's home, she's sick, but she's a kid and kids get sick.
And kids get sick. And it means that I get to wake up at 8 as opposed to 6.
And that is something that should be celebrated because I don't know how y'all MFs do it with kids and you got to take them places that has nothing to do with you. Have you noticed that most of parenting has nothing to do with you?
So much of it.
I'm like, I'm doing and spending all this money and it has nothing to do with me. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that as New Yorkers, it was like, you know, loudness, it's fine, it's the city. But what goes through people's minds and think like the neighborhood needs to hear your tunes?
I do wonder. I'm like, the same with the niggas on the train. Like, what in your spirit said, everybody needs to listen to this A Boogie with the hoodie along with me?
Right. Like, because you're not the street team.
Right. You're not getting paid at all.
No, you're not getting entrances into Club Exit because you bumping A Boogie with the hoodie.
You're not driving the van with the wallpaper. Floor. Like, you are not a part of the team. You are on the train.
Yeah. Spreading the gospel according to some raggedy ass nigga that it'd be different if it was your own music, right? Right? Like, because you're promoting it. Don't do that either.
Niggas are too busy giving out mixtapes when they should be, you know.
Which is another thing. So I think one day we should go rank worst SoundCloud rappers. But
yes.
It's so interesting. I don't know if I mentioned this before when we first moved to LA, that niggas do the exact same thing here that they do in New York, and that's trying to get you to buy their mixtape.
I feel like that's not universal, but you know.
And I'm like, who has CD players?
Well, niggas have PlayStations.
Fair enough.
But also, who has CD players? We have one in our car.
In your PlayStation.
In our PlayStation.
In our PlayStation, I think I have we have an Xbox somewhere in here.
I also bought like an external DVD USB situation.
Oh my God.
For us to watch. We
have one too.
Yeah, because that's when we were watching Cover.
Oh. Yeah, you had to. My mother bought me one at a garage sale.
She bought you a what?
Actually, I could show it to you.
Okay.
A DVD writer. So if I wanted to burn DVDs, I could.
Yes, because
it's 2002.
Why wouldn't you want to burn DVDs?
I know. Now I'm trying to rip shit from a DVD to put on Vimeo. Or TikTok. Oh, you know what's crazy today is that we're recording this on October 3rd. Shout out to Mean Girls. And Paramount put the entire movie of Mean Girls on TikTok today in 23 parts.
They put a whole Mean Girls up.
The whole entire movie.
In 23 parts on TikTok. Mm-hmm. This is the problem. That's a problem. Yeah. That's sick. Niggas could just go watch the shit on a streaming service. You know what I'm saying? Me and Noah have been sitting here quoting Mean Girls to each other all week. I didn't even realize it was the week of October 3rd. I wasn't even thinking about it because Noah gonna grab her little no boobs and say, she's like, I could tell the weather.
She is a hoot.
She is. When I tell you that nigga is funny to me. She was doing something that get on my nerves. And I was like, stop doing that, whatever it was. And she was that stupid shit. And she was like, where do you think I get it from? And I was like, get out of my face. She gonna call me the other day on the way home from school. Mommy, what? Can we make wine? I was like, girl. I was like, you can't even drink it once we make it. Yes, I can because such and such made it with her mom. And I was like, first of all, stop telling people's business. Because if I was a different type of nigga, I'd tell. Also, I was like, second of all, you don't even know how to make wine. Yes, I do. We have to get the fruit and figure out how to ferment it. And so I was like, we're not going to be in this house making prison hooch. And she going to turn to Tristan, Daddy, what's prison hooch?
I would call this prison hooch, but I can't.
I know. Daddy, what's prison hooch? He was like, And I was like, one day we'll make wine. One day.
That's got to be awkward as a teacher and a parent. How do I explain my child what
First of all, I already know that they know too much because she's had black teachers for a while now, which I'm really grateful for. And her teacher last year, God. Right, who like genuinely love investing into little black girls. But her teacher last year, I go up to school, her teacher's super sweet, give me a big hug. And then she'd be like, child, let me tell you, your daughter tells everything. And I was like, yeah, I fucking know it. So I know her little ass being there talking too much. Because I told you she went over her aunt's house and went in her room and she was like, it smells like my mom's room in here. It's like, can you please shut your jibs? Like, will you leave this house? Quiet those jibs. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This week.
Wow. It's time to pay bills.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening each and every week. Tell a friend who we are, what we do, and where we be. Sign up for Patreon, $9.99, where we have a wang dang doodle of a time. We have TV recaps. Jaden XD Investigates is a new thing that we're doing over there. We're also watching The Hills, which is a journey. You're almost to the end of season 1, and I cannot wait until you get to the shits. And all the listeners are waiting for you to have the same. Waiting for you to react.
I'm nervous.
Because I know you're going to have an hour-long discussion about how.
Because you know me. But I don't know. I don't know what's getting ready to come. But
only because I know. Because The Hills is so interesting. Because if you just take them white girl shit out of it, it's just like. It's like. Young girl shit, right?
Yeah, like it's young girl shit.
Or young people.
Young shit. And then the white aspect is just so fascinating to me. And I'm curious to see what this big brouhaha is all about. I'm ready to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It's free. Freer than you and me. Go subscribe. It's free. I didn't put the link in the description box last time, but I definitely will this time. So all you just have to do is click and it'll automatically subscribe for you. Make sure you check our description box wherever you're listening, because it'll give you access to all of our wonderful sponsors for today.
Yeah.
Make sure you shop them. Really cool stuff. It supports us a lot. And
yes. Ooh, shameless plug.
Oh, yes.
I am trying very, very hard to get a collaboration with HelloFresh where I compile a recipe. So you all use the code so that, we get the numbers. On top of that, you won't be disappointed, as you will hear at some point in this episode. And I do not be lying when I'm talking to you all, but I'm campaigning for myself to have a HelloFresh box, a HelloFresh meal that I get to collaborate with them on. So yeah, y'all, rally behind the kid. Continue.
I feel you. Do that. Also, vote for Jade. The link is in the link tree.
Oh, wait, is today the last
day? Best podcast hosts. And,
Thursday the 5th was the last day, so hope you voted for me.
Yeah, well, it's still there. But also, shameless plug again, I am taking on consultants. Some of you, if you're looking for digital consulting, whether it be podcast or just in general, I'm available for hire. Some of you have emailed me, and that's wonderful, but I'm, still accepting new clients. So come on over, XD at thexdexperience.com to get your digital life together.
Come on over, nigga.
Hey. So today we are doing Reddit stories, and they are leaning towards petty.
And I have a couple of stories to share with XD.
Yes, leaning towards petty stories. So let's take a break, and we'll be back with more with Jada and XD. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back. This episode is sponsored by Starbucks. I know we don't want to kick summer out the door too quick, but I can't lie. Something about fall really does it for me. I love summer. Don't get me wrong. I love summer. But fall is my favorite child, if I'm being honest. In the words of XD, it's Diane Keaton season, which means it's time to pull out the cozies, lace up those boots, and sashay down to Starbucks for my new favorite beverage, the iced apple crisp Oatmilk shaken espresso. Yes, you heard me. Now, I might be biased because I love all things apple. Go ahead and pair that with the flavors of cinnamon, brown sugar, blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and in my eyes, it's a winner, baby. Now, I know we all go up for a specific flavor closely associated with autumn. Hi, pumpkin. But switch it up. Try something new like you did with that haircut and get yourself an iced apple crisp oat milk shaken espresso. And here's a tip. If you're like me and love convenience, skip that line and order ahead on the Starbucks app. You'll thank me later.
Hi, this segment is brought to you by Target and Black Beyond Measure. It's that time of year again to bring the HBCU energy. Target has you covered from a range of Black-owned or founded products alongside impactful opportunities to support and invest in the next generation of HBCU excellence. Lock in with Target this homecoming season and beyond at target.com/blackbeyondmeasure. And of course, Target is also sponsoring the new season of Illuminating Intersectionality featuring Jay, Takia, and Fran.
We was about to talk about something. Oh, and we're back. We was about to talk about something. We said something and then said we've been doing good with this and now we're doing
If it's again in the pre-show.
No, we said it before we started the ads or the pay your bills or whatever the fuck. Damn, Daniel.
I don't remember.
Oh, Tupac.
Oh, yeah. Tupac, let's discuss while it's here.
Yes.
So if you didn't know, they arrested Tupac's alleged killer.
Yes.
Allegedly, he was hired to kill Tupac by Suge Knight and Puffy.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, this just came out 49 minutes ago. Now, hold on. Breaking news. According to rollingstone.com. Damn, I was about to say magazine. Crazy. All right. Retired. Okay. Why Tupac's alleged killer could be caught in a legal catch-22. Retired LAPD officer and murder rap author Greg Kading also talks about why he feels Biggie's murder is unprosecutable. Since the arrest and indictment of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis for the 96 murder of Tupac Shakur, people have speculated about whether the LAPD will be reinvigorated to pursue an investigation into the other great tragedy of the era in hip-hop, the 97 murder of the Notorious B.I.G., which, by the way, guys, we need to do a timeline of like us as millennials, but like our pocket and literally all of the things we've lived through.
That's so fucking wild because when Chris was putting together today's show, I was talking to him about us maybe doing an episode about all the shit we've lived through, like from as millennials,
from
right?
Ronald Reagan, to what's the most to the pandemic, to climate, to the fucking boiling
global
point.
War, yeah.
Yes, we need. Okay, that's next week. Next week, that's our episode. That's our episode. If another fucking podcast does it, then we know that you fucking stole it because that's our episode next week.
Wouldn't be the first time niggas stole from us.
So moving right along, but former LAPD detective Greg Kading, who was the lead detective of an interagency task force created in 2006 to investigate Biggie's murder, tells Rolling Stone that he feels the murder was likely the result of a smaller conspiracy that would be much harder to prove and prosecute than the one that took Shakur's life. I don't think it's going to have any carryover, he says. It's a different set of circumstances and people. In Kading's view, the key potential witnesses to Biggie's murder include Death Row Records co-founder Suge Knight, who was in jail at the time on probation violation and is currently, a long sentence due to a 2015 hit and run. Wardell Poochie Force, Biggie's alleged shooter who died in 2003, and a woman known as Teresa Swan, who cooperated with the investigation but might not be a reliable witness on the stand. Suge's already doing essentially a life sentence, Kading says, and Swan actually did get immunity for her cooperation, so now you've got nothing left. If Swan is the only witness you have saying Suge Knight ordered Biggie's hit, that ain't gonna last an hour in court. It's unprosecutable. Okay, blah, 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 blah. The unit was disbanded. Is this about Tupac? Y'all said this is clickbait. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, anyway. What do you think took so long given that Keefe D had been speaking about that night for years now? Anyway.
Here's my thing. I think it's very... Cases that come out like 30 years later, they found the killer or whatever. It's kind of like...
They always give me pause.
Yeah, right? And I think about like the last couple weeks, right? With Puffy releasing those like that band or that whatever the fuck he had on all those artists, allowing them to get their royalties now or whatever the fuck. But they only get like, and it's not even real, they get like $800 in an NDA saying they can't talk shit about him anymore. So yes, and Aubrey O'Day exposed that shit
because she wouldn't take
podcast.
it.
Yeah,
she said, "Fuck the royalties." That's stupid.
Yeah, and she was like, in honesty, what's the point of taking that shit now? Because all of our songs are not hot right now. You took all the royalties and shit at the height of it. The only time we would probably any make money off of this is if somebody make a TikTok challenge off of it.
Well, come on, let's make one to Damage. Let's go ahead and revive. I told you D Woods was at the Erykah Badu concert. I walked right past her. Do you got a first aid get handy. Come on, let's make a dance. Come on, put your arms up. Drag race, walk in a circle. Now come back to the middle. do you? And then we just do like the Blue Ivy and Beyonce, like do you like that? You know what I'm saying? And then you create the next one.
No.
Okay.
That sounds like labor.
No, where?
TikTok dances sound like labor. It's too much. It's a lot of pressure.
No, because every time Noah's in the fucking living room, like all I hear is like, like, what the fuck are you doing on the floor? Like, why does it sound like that?
This is bad enough. Me trying to learn that damn Back on 74 choreography. So I'm just in my house like, just going around the house.
It is a lot of like, yeah, like you need to put a personal mic on and do some ASMR while you're doing it because all you hear is.
Yes, but I think it's very interesting that all this is coming to light, and we should all take a pause, and we all need Sarah Koenig on the story.
We need Sarah Koenig on the story. She'll uncover the truth because listen here, in my experience, every time a nigga gets shot, a nigga does a shooting, and it's this is back in our time. So whether it be gang shootings or just retaliation shootings or whatever the case is, when niggas did that, generally the person who did that didn't last long. Not just because that sometimes retaliation came back on them, but just kind of like karma, have the day you deserve. And then because you're living this type of life, then that that will come back on niggas. And a lot of them just weren't alive much longer than the crimes they were committing. For Tupac's killing, there was 4 niggas in the car. It was 2 niggas in the front. It was 2 niggas in the back. Long ago, they said that one of the niggas in the back is the one who did the shooting. This nigga here, who's Keefy D, who is all over everywhere now, was allegedly in the front. He's the one who's been talking the whole time. He's also been in witness protection since the 90s. So, like, because he's been talking so much, nigga wrote a book, did all kinds of things. So, I guarantee you, whoever did this, they're no longer alive. Like, I don't think it's some greater conspiracy. I understand niggas want it to be a greater conspiracy. And if it is a greater conspiracy, it just goes into the corruption of the LAPD. Honestly, like LAPD, NYPD, 2 of the biggest corrupt entities in all of the United States. So if it's any kind of conspiracy, it goes back to them and maybe them wanting to cover up some shit because law enforcement. But I don't think it's a greater conspiracy than that. Tupac was a flashy, wild nigga. He was out the window right before he got killed, hollering at bitches.
Vegas,
hey,
right?
Hey, what's up? Boo, going to the club. And then when they got to the light, he got shot.
Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and beg a bitch to let you sleep in the house? Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled. Now I'm about to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug that you love to hate. Motherfucker, I hear.
Also, I feel like him and Kirara, did they get into it that night? Or she told him she didn't want him to go out or something like that. But regardless, and right before Tupac got killed, Tupac and all of them beat this nigga up in a casino. Like, whooped his ass, stomped him out. So, hello, like, in the natural order of things, if you got a nigga who, everybody got guns, you got a nigga over here who got stomped out and didn't have any backup and didn't have his niggas around him, and they know Tupac is the one who did it, and Tupac's gonna be at this club, and they know exactly the vicinity of where that's at, what do you think, like, it's not a great conspiracy, my guys. It's not.
It's not. Let's switch gears.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What happened?
Hold on. Dear Jade, we sincerely appreciate your appointment with us. However, we regret to inform you of an unforeseen situation. Oh God. Okay, this is my greatest fear. Oh. New York landlords must be stopped.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Breaking news. The sirens are giving me the, oh my God. On Getting Grown next week, in a couple of days. My petty peeve is about the fact that my nail lady's been in Japan for the last month visiting her family, which is very much within her human rights. Okay, I have to keep saying that. It's very much within her human right to go see her family in Japan for a month. And I love this lady. Her name is Masaki. I love her. She's married to a nigga from Newark, New Jersey. She met him in Japan. He brought her to the States, and she listens to Joe and Jodeci. It's very fascinating. No, she does not try to Dougie or electric slide. It's none of that business. You know, I don't play that. But I fascinate her and she fascinates me. And we have great conversation. And she's put me onto amazing Japanese television. And the landlord just took away, they won't give them access to their suite.
Oh, no.
That's the text I just got. We've been unable to access the premises. The key is no longer valid. We have secured essential materials, but transporting chairs and tables poses a challenge. Consequently, we must find a new location and start fresh. Now, I do believe they will, because this was a start fresh from the last salon that shut down. And then the two of them, Midori and Masaki, went off and they created their own, and they got a suite. So it's very intimate. But the shit got, oh God, I'm going to go fight the lady for them. Like,
oh my God.
I have been holding off on my nail appointment since Beyonce. Nigga, I got my nails done right before Beyonce in August.
Oh my God.
And I have been loyal like a nigga with a barber, waiting for her to come back from visiting Japan and her family, which is very much well within her rights. And I'm like, I thought my good deeds would not go unnoticed. Universe, I got a 1/4 inch of new growth. Like, I know I asked for test of patience. This is not the way.
Let's take a break.
I'm about to put that lady in the freezer. I'm going to go fight the lady who owns the suite. I know what floor she's on. I know what her business is called. How dare you? So sad.
I know.
Oh, God.
It's hard to find a reliable nail tech.
I know where I'm about to go try, but oh.
Damn. Let's take a break and we'll be back. Hit a Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Once again, this segment was brought to you by Target and Black Beyond Measure. Target has you covered from a range of Black-owned or founded products alongside impactful opportunities to support and invest in the next generation of HBCU excellence. Lock in with Target this homecoming season and beyond at target.com/blackbeyondmeasure.
Hi, my name is Jade, and I have a problem. When left to my own devices, I prepare meals for a family of 8, even though it's only 3 of us. That's why HelloFresh is so clutch. Not only do I not have to think about what I'm going to cook, but I don't have to think about shopping in my classic go-to, but what if this isn't enough? HelloFresh takes care of all that with pre-portioned ingredients, so we get incredible variety and we don't end up with mounds of leftovers. Just enough for me to have a delicious lunch the next day. Wink. I know some of you all are ooh and ah, listening to me talk about this food. And good, you should be. And I want you to sign up. But for my little muffins who are like, girl, I can't cook, fret not. Each meal comes with a step-by-step recipe card to coach you along the way, and they're very specific. I'm talking minutes. I'm talking temperature. They let you know exactly what to bake things at or roast them at. It will help you in every moment that you need it. And y'all know I'm always contemplating if I want to end the night strong with a little something sweet. HelloFresh takes care of that too with delicious add-ons that are perfect for the fall season, like apple cider cake with caramel sauce and mini pumpkin cheesecake, which is just enough for you. Tell your partner and your kid to scram. You're having a self-care moment. And we ate good this week, y'all. 3 nights in a row. This was our actual meals. This is not because this is an ad, okay? We had mini meatloaves with mashed potatoes, and we had roasted Brussels sprouts and a creamy thyme gravy. The next night was mushu pork bowls with like the perfect balance of miso and sweet, and then the crunch of purple cabbage, and it was eat over jasmine rice, top it with a little scallion. And then I added a little chili oil to mine for a little pop of spice. Then the next day, we had lemon butter chicken with scallion couscous and Parmesan crusted zucchini. Are you hearing the variety of flavors every single night? And the best part, it was delivered to my door. I didn't have to think of any of it. It was 25% less expensive than ordering food. I guess that's 3 best parts, but there's so much I could honestly keep going. Do yourself a favor and get like me. Go to HelloFresh.com/50JXD and use code 50JXD for 50% off plus free shipping. Let me say that again. That's HelloFresh.com/50JXD for 50% off plus free shipping. You heard me. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Okay. So today is Reddit stories, right?
Lift my spirits.
Yeah. So let's start with something fun.
Okay.
HOA won't let us fly our modest pride flag, so we just followed the rules.
What's a modest pride flag?
Right. Due to some neighbors flying Black Lives Matter flags, thin blue line flags, and other opinion flags, our HOA decided last month that we're only allowed to fly the USA flag and nothing else. The day after the decision, we received an email that someone reported our pride flag that we had in our house since 2016 and that we needed to take it down. We complied and removed the flag. Looking through our new rules, we noticed that removable lights are permitted without restriction. So, we bought 6 colored floodlights and we washed our house in pride colors. A little less subtle than our simple flag. A lot more fun for anyone complaining about the flag itself and what it represents. If you're interested, here's the house now.
And that's how you do that.
Yeah. If you on Patreon, you can see, or you could click the link below. I'll include the story in there. It is fuck y'all. It is a
fuck
good
y'all. I want to follow up.
Right. Oh, edit. To point out the flag was displayed on the front porch, not inside the house. Oh, second edit. They got more attention than I was expecting. Just clarifying that I don't hate my HOA. I don't think they changed the flag rule to attack me personally, but I just decided this.
No, they changed it though to accommodate some hateful ass right-wing dickhead who doesn't like to see diversity.
Yeah. And that's what the fuck they get.
Yeah. And nobody could try to complain about the lights?
There is no
Fascinating.
no update with that.
Well, that was anticlimactic. But also, I learned a new level of petty. Thank you.
Turn on the light. I'm looking for. Turn on the light. I'm looking for.
You're very welcome.
What else you got on there? Okay, well, while you pull that up,
Mm-hmm.
go away, ads. I would like to read to you the story of Sister Credonia Merawinde. She was the leader of the Ugandan Marianist cult of the Movement for the Restoration of the Ten Commandments, located in Kanungu, which was reported to have killed hundreds of her followers on March 17, 2000. Oh, yes, my friend. I'm getting ready to share a couple stories with you about some Black Lady serial killers.
Yeah.
Happy spooky season. Okay. Now remember, she was reported to have killed hundreds of her followers by locking them in a worship facility called the Ark. All the doors and windows were secured so that nobody could escape. And then the building was set on fire. About 738 people lost their lives, and the corpses, including children, were buried in mass graves. Credonia, who has been described as a former prostitute, disappeared after the incident and has yet to be found. It is reported that Credonia had told followers that the world was coming to an end. Members then were forced to sell their property and gather in the church, and upon which Credonia allegedly set the structure on fire.
Bodies got a gang full of them, raised by gangsters, prostitutes, and pimps. Visit my grandmother in prison on Sunday. Talking third person, won't admit it if I done it. Money like sage in my house, keep it burning. Money like sage in my house, keep it burning. City on fire.
So that was Credonia. I'll tell you some more in a minute. You share one of your Reddit stories. We'll just play ping pong.
All right. So I found the one I wanted to read.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting my daughter? Excuse me. Am I the asshole for not wanting my daughter to have a relationship with her hairstylist?
What?
Right. Listen to the story.
Okay.
My husband, 40s male, and I, 40s female, have adopted an 11-year-old girl who we adopted from foster care when she was 6.
Okay.
She is our little miracle and angel. We both have great relationships with her and in general are very close family. My husband stays at home and runs his own business out of the home, so has always been a stay-at-home dad.
Mm-hmm.
I work full-time, so he usually takes her to run errands. When she was about 7, we decided it would be best if we took her to an African-American salon so her hair could be best taken care of, and she could learn from other Black women how to style and treat her hair.
Okay.
It's a very interesting way to slip in the fact that they're white and they taking a little Black girl to.
I did not. Okay, white was not what
Yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah,
okay.
I realized that.
I thought this was diasporic. I didn't realize this was neosporic. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, blindsidey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, keep going.
It was actually like what's the episode of This Is Us where Rebecca took them to the pool?
Please. No.
And Randall had to go play with the little Black kids because the little Black mama was like,
He ran over there though. He was like, I like it over here. It's different. It's familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So, we are white. So we felt like even though we can certainly learn how to care for her hair, having that experience of being in a salon that specializes in her hair would be good for her. My husband knows a lot more now and did a lot of...
Wait, the child is adopted?
Yes.
Okay.
She was a foster child.
That's right. She was a foster child. Okay, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
My ADD.
My husband knows a lot more now and did a lot of the day-to-day maintenance, but we still take her to that salon monthly, if not more. Our daughter has become very close with the woman there, Miss Stacy, and my husband has her personal cell because she likes to check in on our daughter. It's a very sweet relationship, and I'm glad our daughter has that person in her life. However, lately it has turned into something that makes me uncomfortable and honestly maybe even jealous. Our daughter has been asking to call her more and text her about things I feel like are meant to be between a mother and daughter. We have an amazing relationship, but it feels like...
Sorry, they're objecting. Boo! Keith.
We have an amazing relationship, but it feels like our daughter just identifies more with Miss Stacy and wants her opinion as much as she wants mine and my husband.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
I asked my husband if we could set up a meeting with Miss Stacy just to explain that we value her going out of her way to be there for our daughter as a good influence and safe adult role model, but ask if she could dial back her availability to give us a chance to strengthen our own bond with our daughter. My husband was sad and felt bad about the idea of doing this and thinks I'm being an asshole. What do y'all think?
Bitch, you don't want to know what I motherfucking think.
Yeah, you don't want to know what I truly
Take
think.
the child. Remove her from the home.
You
don't want to know
which mountain.
You don't want to know what we think. Like, why would you even put that out there? Like, and if you try to take her away from Miss Stacy, I'm gonna pin something on you.
Selfish, baby. Tonight. Selfish, baby.
Like, I just want you to know right now.
In all seriousness, I mean, if Miss Stacy ain't talking to your daughter about anything super inappropriate, like, you know, she was at the club, like, sucking dick, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's not, you know, if they just have a Black Lady courtroom, that's all that needs to happen. That's like, you just mad because you a tourist. That's all.
Boots, hello, like, on a double decker, okay?
Yeah, like I can understand, right? If it's like womanly stuff, right? Like you remember how like Claire made it a big deal, like Women's Day a big deal on the Cosby Show?
Yes.
That stuff I can understand, right? But there's also...
No, because if you try to come to... It's like, she might want to do some moon circle shit, and the girl don't want to do that. She's like, no, see, because I don't relate to my mother. Like, I don't...
But you know what? This is a lesson in community for them, right? Because it's like having an auntie. Like, you don't need to go to your mama for everything, you know?
don't.
Like, or some people just in the neighborhood, you go to a play auntie, you go to them for advice and wisdom. She need to watch the Rose is Still a Rose video because Elise Neal got what she needed from Aretha Franklin changing faces and Amel LaRue in the parking lot next to Rice High School.
I heard Anise Neal is like awful to work with. I got a very random inside source.
So we can't celebrate Kimberly Elise or Elise Neal?
Well, I don't think, no. Elise Neal didn't say, hey, abortion is wrong. And yes, let these white men make decisions over your body. She ain't say that. She just like, I ain't worked with her, so I can't say shit. But she be showing up egregiously late to sets. Egregiously.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about late.
Allegedly.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that.
No, I don't give a I was like, that don't affect me either. It's just
LA traffic. I'm late too.
No, like mom would be like 3 hours. Everybody hair and makeup like, and yeah. But anyway, yeah. If you try, you don't see. They don't understand the concept of village outside of taking over one. Like,
exactly.
So it's not lost on me that you do not understand the dynamic. But if you try to block a relationship between Little Ranika and Miss Stacy, I swear to God, I'm pinning something on you and your husband. And he's just going to get caught up by default. And he sounds like he might be teetering the right side of things. So, nigga, you might want to get right or get left.
Yeah, because he feel bad and thinks this is stupid.
He does. He's like, well, of course she relates to this black lady, Donna. He's like, she's
exactly. Hello. Why wouldn't she? You just mad because, and I get it. You want to have this conversation with your daughter, but you keep iterating to the fact that you already have a good relationship with your daughter. So why? What's wrong with it now?
So what the fuck is the problem? Like, when the kids ask for something, just let them have it if it's not harmful to them. Noah asked me the other day if she could go have an allergy test. And I said, okay. She did. She came and she's like, Mommy, she's like, can you schedule me an allergy test? And I said, okay. I was like, are you feeling funny when you eat something? And she was like, that I don't know if I'm allergic to pineapples or not. And I was like, you don't know that. So I forgot she asked me for one. And so I was like, I had put a little pineapple juice in her smoothie. She didn't even know the difference. She just has that, where all of our tongues tingle a little, but she don't it's nothing else. So I put a little pineapple juice. She got pineapples in the smoothie. The girl don't know, but she wants the allergy test. So I'm going to get her the allergy test. If it's not harmful to them and they ask for it, what's the problem?
They learn in the process.
So I said, I'm going to I'm going to schedule you an allergy test like a couple of days after she had asked for it. She goes, yes, because I asked you to do that. And I was like, oh, you did? Ooh, I told you in a reading, they told me she was my mother in a past life, and it resonated. It resonated, honey. Ooh. All right, you ready to hear about another black lady serial killer?
Black lady killer.
Okay. Josephine Gray, the widow from Baltimore, United States, who was rumored to be a voodoo practitioner, is noted for being responsible for the deaths of her lovers. Two husbands.
Side note, this is Hoodoo Awareness Month, by the way.
I know, and Mama subscribes to the hoodoo. It ain't what y'all said it is.
It's not. Okay? Not at all.
The white people have fed you some white supremacy bullshit about what hoodoo and Santeria and all of that is. But
if you've eaten black eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck, that's hoodoo.
Hoodoo. It's the voodoo that you do, baby. So I just want you to know. I love when black. If you ever thrown some salt over your shoulder because you swept over a foot. Hoodoo.
All y'all MFs who done jumped the broom at your wedding.
Who and do. Okay, so two husbands and a boyfriend. What she did, according to law enforcement agents, was to woo a lover to kill a husband, marry the lover, and then woo another lover who killed the second husband. Then the alleged second lover who was killed shortly. These murders took place in Baltimore in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The mother of six was also held on federal charges of mail and wire fraud in connection with the $165,000 that she collected from life insurance policies on the deceased lovers. In effect, she allegedly killed the men in order to collect thousands of dollars in insurance money and then used threats of voodoo to keep the witnesses quiet. So. Hold up, So that was Josephine Gray. So what she got with one nigga, and then she would have that nigga murder the next nigga that she was married. Then she married that nigga, and then she had the next nigga murder that nigga, and so forth and so on.
That's the Jennifer Faith system.
Exactly. There's more, but you go next.
Well, it's time for a break.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be back with more stories with JNXT. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. I have used Earnin in the past, and it has gotten me through. I firmly believe that life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? So make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability, security, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Jade XD under podcast. When you sign up, it'll really help the show. Jade XD under podcast. Subject to your available earnings, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. And Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Also, stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Go to trymiracle.com/JXD to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo JXD at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/JXD and use the code JXD to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/JXD to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. And we're back. Ready for a couple more stories?
Oh, yes, honey.
Okay. Am I the asshole for doing Am I the asshole for doing food pyramid with my friends?
What?
I automatically know what this is before I've not read this, but I'm like, if this is what I think it is, it's fucked up
Is
already.
this sexual?
No. Watch. My name is Laclita.
Are you sure?
Laclita. Now, that's funny because I was on TikTok and this guy was like, why do gays keep calling themselves LGBTQIA? Why can't we just say we're part of the clit bag community? QLITBAG. Clit bag.
I think that's amazing.
It is. So my name is Clipbag, female 19. And I am a 1-year college student. It's surprisingly easy adapting to college because I've made several new friends. It's a good thing I have these friends because sometimes I just got to be dependent. In October, I got reconstructive nose surgery and wasn't able to prepare food for a bit due to complications. So from the Monday to Saturday after my surgery, 6 of my college friends brought me supper meals. I was really appreciative
Where
and
are you
even
from?
said thank you before
Sorry.
even getting the meals intentionally. Of course, I'm assuming they're overseas. Reddit is a big thing overseas.
I didn't think they were because they said college and not university. But anyway, continue.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
true. A couple of weekends ago, I decided on a sort of Thanksgiving before Thanksgiving dinner with my 6 college friends. I did the cooking, obviously, and said that nobody needed to bring anything except an empty stomach.
Mood.
You know, people eat their body weight at Thanksgiving. This dinner felt like a great idea and opportunity to make memories that don't involve crying over exams. I wanted this to be a fun experience, so I thought of games and time takers that we could do. Thought process. A horrific Michelle Obama meme brought to mind her taking away food pyramids. Then I thought about a different type of pyramid that I could associate with food. Are you familiar with Dance Moms?
Through
The show, yes. In the show, renowned teacher Abby Lee Miller ranks her dancers with the pyramid, with the worst at the bottom, and Maddie, excuse me, she was typically at the top, was at the top. I could do something similar based on my friends' meals, and it would just be fun. I'll give you a breakdown on my ratings. Number 6, Megan, hot wings. Homemade Funyun rings with jalapeno dip. Horseradish pudding. 2 out of 10. Mostly nausea-inducing besides the wings. Number 5, Kim. Quesadillas. Seed salad. TikTok slutty brownies. Gummy bear pops. 3 out of 10.
Fuck?
Tasted mid, but so unhealthy.
1 out of 10. What? Gummy bear
Right.
pops.
Number 4, Kylie. Chicken curry, chilled beef salad, strawberry wine angel cake. 5 out of 10. Taste buds liked it. Stomach didn't.
Okay.
Number 3, Julie. Chicken casserole, malted vegetables. What? Mashed potatoes.
Malted
apple crisp.
vegetables, like malt vinegar
Exactly.
vegetables?
I don't know. That's weird.
Hmm.
Mashed potatoes, apple crisps, and apple crisp. 5 out of 10. Decent and cooked well, but the crisps were so nasty that they took off half the point. Number 2, Dorothy. Alphabet soup, dinosaur chicken tenders, French fries, and bejeweled cupcakes. 6.5 out of 10. Delicious, but I felt like a child.
Yeah, as you should have. That was a 7-year-old's birthday party.
All right. And then number 1, Madison. Medium rare steak, lettuce-based salad, chocolate banana, and get well soon flowers. Not for eating, but she's the only one who gave me any. 10 out of 10. Absolute perfection. So that's what I did at dinner. I obviously exaggerated to make it entertaining, but I thought it was a comical TV parody moment. Unfortunately, some thought otherwise. Megan literally started crying and said I was ungrateful.
What did Megan make
Dorothy,
again?
hot wings, homemade Funyun rings with jalapeno dip and horseradish pudding.
Homemade Funyun rings. So onion rings with what?
Jalapeno dip and horseradish pudding.
2 out of 10. Continue.
Yeah, mostly nausea-inducing.
Your
But
hot
Megan
wings were
literally-
probably soggy too.
Yeah. And so she started crying and said she was ungrateful. Dorothy seemed reserved about it from the start and gave me dirty looks while leaving.
What did Dorothy make again?
She was number 2. Alphabet soup, dinosaur chicken tenders, French fries, bejeweled cupcakes,
and them confetti cupcakes.
So, yeah, she got everything from Target. Lovely.
But you also got a 6.5.
Yeah, exactly. You number 2. Not bad. Listen. Take your wins when you can.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, Kylie, and Julie all expressed that this was really rude and unneeded, even though I explained at the beginning that this was just fun. I'm thinking they're just jealous of the rating I gave to my twin sister, Madison, who obviously didn't have a problem with any of this. Am I the asshole or do my friends have a point? Now, I didn't know Madison was your twin sister now, and she was number 1. That's fucked up.
Did you rank yourself? Did you make anything?
That's what I want to know. Why didn't she make anything?
She said don't. I thought she told people don't bring anything. Or was that for Thanksgiving?
That was for Thanksgiving. She told them not to bring anything. But then she was like, on second thought, let's have some fun.
Are you
and if
the
you've
asshole?
ever been on...
Yes. Is it an enjoyable asshole? Depends who you're asking. If you're asking
someone
me,
wrote,
yes.
Someone wrote, imagine going out of your way to tell someone that cooked for you while you weren't able to cook that their cooking sucks.
Scrape it out the pot when I cook it. Scrape it out the pot when I cook it. Scrape it out the pot when I cook it. Scrape it out the pot when I cook it. Make me have to cook it off the counter. Make me have to serve you with the hammer. Make me have to put it in the freezer. Make me have to put it in the pamper. Bacon is all you heard.
Okay, all right. When you put it that way,
I think this food was based on the food that was brought over to her while she couldn't make food because she had no surgery.
Wait a minute. Somebody brought her alphabet soup and somebody else brought her dinosaur chicken nuggets.
They're the same girl.
Order me Uber Eats.
Yeah.
You're in college too, so you're used to eating bad food. Like, I think it's asshole. I think it's asshole comedy.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. I think that's really funny because Abby Lee Miller was an asshole for doing it to children. But that shit is funny.
So yeah, I don't think you're that much of an asshole. Not in the normal sense that we usually hear. No.
Yeah, no.
Are you ready for the next story?
Mm-hmm.
You're very hype.
I am. I'm all for Black Lady serial killers.
Jumai Hassan. Nigerian police in July 2017 arrested a 13-year-old girl over the ritual-linked killings of 51 people, including her father. Jumai Hassan from Northeast Nigeria and a student of Mai Malari Government Secondary School, Maiduguri confessed to participating in the heinous crimes for about 7 years. She says she was a member of a cult and had killed her father because he was stopping her from taking the life of her grandmother. Hassan allegedly went on a hunger strike when she was detained.
What?
Yeah.
So she was been brainwashed since she was like 7? And because she was what, 13?
13.
And killed 51 people?
51 people, including her father, because he stopped her from taking the life of her grandmother. She participated in the crimes for about, nigga. So, what?
Yeah.
That's
help but being...
That's some bad
Black
shit.
people Black people can't help but being good at everything.
Like, how are you a successful killer at 7?
Like,
what?
Mama did that.
They're like, how many bodies does she have? 51. What? Like, her titties are not even fully grown. She's 13.
El Chapo didn't do all that.
What? What was I doing at 13? Learning Aaliyah dances. Like,
okay. Mama's on the Mount Rushmore of killers.
She was over there plotting.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Shame with the new bezel. All my niggas put it work.
Okay. See, more cult shit.
She had a war room, a whole war room. Like, okay, I'm gonna take
y'all asked for cult shit. I'm giving you
out.
cult shit.
I want to know what cult it was, though.
I know. I'm going to look more. You know what? Let's see something. Hold on.
You know what I'm interested in? Military cults. Because I feel like that's a thing, but I also feel like, because I think about, I was watching Fail Army this morning, and there was this guy in Texas who had a big monster truck and was just driving around the neighborhood with a big ignorant ass American flag on it. And I was wondering, I'm like, this is very cult behavior, right? So I'm like, what if there's like military type cults? You know what I mean? That where people, I might be saying too much publicly, but yeah. But you know what I mean?
Ooh,
I feel like.
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Cargo cults is what they're called.
So it is a thing. Okay.
The John Frum cult on Tanna Island in Vanuatu. The Tom Navy cult on Tanna Island.
Vanuatu. That was the season of Survivor.
Oh.
I'm just saying that's an island in Fiji. I think that's where they were. But Vanuatu.
Are there cults in the U.S. Army?
The U.S. Army is a cult, but sure.
We'll come back to this. This is a good.
Okay, I have.
But wait, hold on. Before you continue on, I found another article. Teenager killed 47 in ritual murders. A 13-year-old Nigerian girl was yesterday charged with killing a 2-year-old boy and selling his body parts for witchcraft purposes. Police says she claimed to have taken part in the ritual murders of 47 others. The girl, Jumai Hassan, was arrested in the northeastern city of, same thing I said before. Authorities have exhumed the body of, I don't want to say that. While in custody, Ms. Hassan allegedly confessed to membership of a secret cult that she claimed trades in human organs for use in juju or voodoo rituals. You see how y'all be trying? I feel like some white people wrote this. All 48 killings had allegedly taken place in the past 7 years since the girl was supposedly initiated into the cult. She claimed that a civil servant, Michael Ashade Akinona, was also involved in the murders. Police subsequently arrested the man and, according to Mr. Awindi, discovered black pots, powders, and other paraphernalia in his home, believed to be linked to occultism and other esoteric activities. The Borno State Police Commissioner Balarijim said Ms. Hassan had a history of alleged offenses, including burning down her neighbor's house and an attempt of the life of another teenage girl. She appeared briefly in court in connection with the boy's killing yesterday and offered to direct police to the graves of several other alleged victims, but so far no more bodies have been discovered. Despite her youth, Ms. Hassan could be sentenced to life in prison or executed if convicted. Police were also investigating a claim by the girl that a church in Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, was a regular recipient of murder victims' organs, including hearts and eyes. Ritual killings are relatively common in parts of Nigeria, where some believe that witchcraft medicine made with... Hold on now. That sounds like some white shit.
Yeah. So I also had this thought about like these.
I don't like who
killings.
wrote this article. I don't like her face. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So my thing about these mass killings, I always wondering like, are they harvesting, like selling organs on the black market? Because there's one thing to have, like, I'm not saying or denying the access that people using hoodoo or whatever spiritual practices for.
I'm not also dispelling that there is not dark, like that people do not practice dark sides of magic. You know what I'm saying? Or of voodoo. I know that there are dark-hearted people out there like that.
Voila, magic, voila, magic, voila, magic, voila, magic. Bitch telling out the parking lot, leaving magic. Sipping on the purple and the yellow drinking magic.
Yeah, I just don't know if this may or may not be the case.
I don't know if it's white
there are
people doing
people
white
who
people
are
shit and painting all of it as some evil, like you said. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like because it's multi-layered, right? Because it could be black magic, it could be DK, black magic. Or it could be harvesting, you know, like organs and stuff and selling this shit like they did on Woman King, even though they're just selling bodies. Which we always want to skirt over when we talk about Woman King. I have another one. I have another story. I have a couple more.
Okay.
And we can close this
I got a couple more short killers for you as well.
Awesome. I denied a cop the bathroom code at Subway.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So I was working out at Subway a few years ago, and a man came in with his wife and 2 children. I had all 4 sandwiches started when the man asked me for the code to the bathroom. The policy was you had to make a purchase to get the bathroom code. But by the way he was doing the potty dance, it was pretty apparent this guy needed to go. Obviously, either he or his wife would pay for the 4 sandwiches I've already started. The next day, my boss sits me down and lectures me about how the code is on the receipt for a reason. She watched the tape and sees me give the man the code and tells me, I don't care who it's for, whether it's your friend, family, whatever, you name it. You do not give it the code under any circumstances. Later on that night, I was working by myself, and when some guy in a trench coat and greasy long hair came in the side door and said, hey man, somebody seriously got fucked up outside. A long line of customers waited for me while I subtly grabbed the bread knife, sharp as fuck, and went around to check. It wasn't the best part of town, so you never know with people. Anyways, as Trenchcoat Man stated, somebody was seriously fucked up outside. His face was all bloody and he was just a mess. I called 911 and went back to making sandwiches. Sometime later, a few cop cars and an ambulance showed up. When they were doing their business outside, and then one of the officers comes in and asks for the bathroom code. Like 6 hours earlier, my boss told me not to give it under any circumstances without a purchase. I laughed a little and told him what I told all the other customers. I'm sorry, you have to make a purchase first. You can get a cookie, which is $0, and then it'll be on the receipt. Oh, it's 99 cents, and it'll be on the receipt. He didn't realize the laugh was really at myself and how awkward of a situation he knowingly put me in, nor did I have a chance to explain it before the laugh, and the rejection of the bathroom code caused the cop to become straight up furious.
Okay.
He gives me 3 warnings to give him the code.
Warnings? Nigga, I didn't do nothing wrong here.
Each time I tell him I'm not going to give it to him, and the customers are on my side telling him I'm just doing my job. After his 3rd warning, he shook his head and muttered, I can't believe He shook his head and muttered, I can't believe you're interfering with an ongoing investigation. And he uses the walkie on his shoulder to get some information. About 5 minutes later, one of the cops handed me a phone. I answered and my manager said, are you fucking serious? Long story short, the cop got the bathroom code and a free bag of chips.
You're not the asshole. Your manager is and that cop is.
Yeah. I always hated, like, why do cops get to get free shit? Like,
yeah, I don't like it.
Just because they protect and serve, DK. I don't believe that shit. They make more than I do, goddammit. And have way more privilege and freedom than I do. So why the fuck can't they pay for their own goddamn Biggie size footlong or whatever the fuck? It's $6.
I don't like it.
Red licking up, trend licking up, link up my let's link up. I done start buying more Cubans. These links on me leaving bruises. I don't fantasize, I make movies. Don't tell lies.
Let's see who's next on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy Williams. The Chicago serial killer was sentenced to death for strangling to death a 99-year-old woman, Mary Harris. She pled guilty to other murders at a later hearing. In 1987, she'd killed 79-year-old Lonnie Laws with his own belt and stabbed to death 63-year-old Caesar Zuell the following year. According to prosecutor John McNerney, Williams was a reverse Robin Hood who steals from those who have nothing and uses it for her own selfish interests. Williams' death sentence was later commuted. Let's see.
Why is she killing old people?
She kills old people.
For their check?
I wonder. Let me see. For pocket money, Williams beat and stabbed her 3 murder victims. Despite their frailty, these people fought hard. Oh no, I don't want to. I can't read that. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Now she's fighting old people.
That's crazy. See, I know she deserves to have her ass whooped because how are you out here robbing old people like this? There is a cardinal rule with stealing. You don't rob from old people. You don't rob from people who don't have nothing. You don't rob from people who live in your neighborhood and are just trying to make it like you are. You rob the rich and you rob corporations.
Running with the wave, get you killed quick. Shoot you in your bag like you're Rick. Little Mexico with no life to afterlife, my whole life.
Cause I'm always rapping for that low life. Low life.
Allegedly.
Just not the ones that are mentioned on
No, not a single one. You dare not. But
yeah.
don't rob from regular people who are just trying to live day to day. And old people who really be rationing their coins for soup and shit. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like,
soup and shit. They on a fixed income.
They are. They sit up here counting all the coins. What we do? One more?
So, yeah, I have my last one.
Okay.
A classmate's mom tried to get me expelled for selling deadly drugs. Now they're being sued for embezzlement. That's a jump.
Right.
I picked up a few... That's right, Trill. I picked up a few unsavory addictions in grade 10. Cigarettes, benzos to opiates. So Xanax to Oxys and Percocets.
Yeah.
I was very depressed and I changed schools for my senior year to a smaller school where I knew most of the people. I was trying to start new with old friends and new people. Well, some rumors followed me. I was still a heavy stoner and so were my friends at this school. This got some unwanted attention. Some people just don't care to hide it. It became problematic a few months into the school year when an anonymous letter was sent into the school claiming to be concerned for my well-being, saying I was going to school high, smoking with my friends on breaks. Partly true. I managed to avoid punishment because there wasn't anything to back it up, and the principal and VP weren't happy about the anonymous bullshit anyway. Then came a few more letters, saying I was selling pills to younger kids, pressuring them into taking them. They claimed they had 12 plus kids' parents on board to pull their kids if I wasn't expelled. My parents were pissed. Some of my teachers started treating me differently. Kids that I had been friends with distanced themselves. It caused me to relapse hard and it ruined my grades.
Oh.
I made it past it all, didn't get expelled, passed my courses, and still have a few friends from the school. Now on to the culprit. This lady. She had sent letters to kids I knew saying everybody hated them, they should leave the school, etc. We knew it was her in previous instances because of a WhatsApp number she used to threaten someone, and anonymous letters written in the same word style got attributed to her. She's psycho. Always meddling, even in her younger daughter's shit, who was 10 or 11 at the time, keeping her kids from hanging out with kids she doesn't like or whose parents she doesn't like. Today, I read an article about 2 years after the fact saying their nonprofit is being sued by the province I live in for embezzlement. Accused of stealing $4 million through a few shell corporations, some bogus program they literally sold to themselves through another company they own, and some other shit I don't want to get into. I feel bad for the daughter. She was chill when we were younger, but fuck her mom. I never did shit to hurt anybody at that school. I kept my head down and tried to deal with my demons, and she didn't let me. But karma got her ass, so it's cool.
I can hear the Perkins calling. I can hear the purple calling. I can hear the Xanax calling. I can hear them perks calling. I can hear the words calling. I can hear the streets calling.
I have a lot of questions.
Is this like the premise of Ma?
Yeah, right. So like why what's the motivation for this mother to ruin this child's life? I'm not saying that that's not true, because there are adults who
you remember the lady
ridiculous.
who used to say that, and I don't know if she's lying or not, but the lady who said that Lady Gaga stole her daughter's whole persona.
No, but that reminds me, I have to tell you something. Remind me about Harry Styles in 5 minutes.
Okay. You tell me now.
So there's a Stan page, this lady who runs this Harry Styles Stan account.
Okay.
Mama goes hard for Harry Styles.
Okay.
And Mama is 57 years old. She's a black woman.
No!
And Harry Styles, and she is 57 years old.
Is it on Google?
And how we figured it out was that 9/11 happened, and she was talking about how she was up for a job interview that day. And it was like, hold on a second.
Because I was turning 16.
Yeah. She said I was a solid 16 and you was up here for a full-on peer review for a position in the World Trade Center.
Not Deborah Canarsie standing for fucking Harry Styles.
Yeah, Gwen.
Oh.
I was like, Mama, you're way too old to be doing
See, that's some my shit. Like, don't do that.
Like, why? Like, you are, like, you're close to collecting Social Security, and you're up here just bopping and carrying.
If my mother is 61. 61. If my mother was standing Harry Styles, I might have to slap her. Like,
I don't even care who it is. Like, you are too old to be on the internet doing Stan shit. That's
like
weird.
Way too fucking old.
Like,
by the way,
lady.
I love our elders as influencers. Hold on, because there's this lady.
Are you talking about Sister Kimberly getting ready for church?
No, I love her grown women's, but
her and her husband. Yeah,
I love her grown women's. Hold on, let me cook gardening with Goo.
Y'all, this Mama Goo, look at him. I done got ready to go to church. I want to fix you a little something. I got up early this morning. I stewed y'all some chicken. I did my cabbage and my carrots, my white rice. I ain't gonna lie about the bread. Now, the bread came from Publix. And they buy a man named Bill Knapp. But they real good. Because I ain't feel like cutting that oven on, getting it too hot in here this morning. Let me fix you a plate.
Wait.
I know sometimes people don't like a lot of rice. So I don't give them a lot.
She makes them some rice.
Give them a little rice, huh?
Okay. And then, hold on.
Jasmine rice.
Okay. She likes that jasmine rice.
Get to this gravy down in here. Let me move this chicken over. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
I'm not gonna talk
Use the
about
same spoon I got with the rice. It ain't gonna hurt them, but guess what?
It's world famous, though. I'll tell you that.
Put a little bit on that chicken.
But I love her. But wait till her last line. Hold on.
Get a piece of dark cornbread.
Hold on.
Voila. Enjoy it. Because I'm finna go enjoy Jesus, but when I get back, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. With that being said, have a blessing.
I'm finna go enjoy Jesus.
That's how we should end every episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy Jesus, and when we come back,
or we ended like Dr. Umar. I'm going to go to the Cheesecake Factory and have a dinner with my ancestors. That's it for today. That's it. We finna go enjoy Jesus.
At the Cheesecake Factory.
At the Cheesecake Factory, along with our ancestors. It's just like a family reunion.
Until next time, y'all. Bye.
Oh, God.
Yes, we're moving on.